Today we're going to go over strong hand shooting with the draw. And this is going to be a little bit different than what we do when we do freestyle, aka two hands. So the first thing we're going to do, because we're going to be dry firing, is to check to make sure our gun is unloaded and we have no ammunition. So as you can see, there's no ammunition on my belt, not even magazines. Now let's check the gun. Nothing to feed it, nothing its mouth, nothing to feed it, nothing its mouth. Okay, we're gonna dry fire, safe direction. Right, let's get into it. The first thing we wanna do is get our weight forward the same way we do with freestyle. We wanna be on the balls of our feet and sink into the ground. We wanna grab the ground with our toes, get our weight to the balls of our feet. Weight forward. Next is we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to blade, and that basically means almost making your body into a straight line, but just slightly diagonally. And that's going to help push our weight very forward and get over our front leg on our strong side. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to push the balls of our feet into the ground, grab the ground, bend the knees, sink into it. Again, everything is forward, including our shoulder, my head, everything. Okay, you can draw at this point, come out, and feel that weight forward. The next thing I want to do is lock my arm out, which is counter to what we do when we shoot freestyle, where there's a slight bend in the elbows. But now we only have one arm that we're using to shoot. So if we lock our arm out, that's going to help us keep a little bit more stable when we're shooting. It's going to help counteract the recoil. Blading and getting your weight forward is going to help counteract that as well. But locking your arm is going to help with the push by a lot, as well as the lift of the gun. It helps counteract both of those. We're trying to make something stable where we can shoot consistently, quickly, and accurately. And locking the arm out is going to help us do that. As you notice, when I'm coming out and I'm bringing my gun out, my support hand is coming to my chest. We don't want it just hanging out here because that could throw off our balance as well as alter the way we're aiming. So we bring that arm in, not to the side, not out, not dangling. We bring it straight into our chest. I like to make a fist, actually. That way everything's locked in and ready to go. So all my focus is onto my strong hand shooting by itself. So that comes in straight into my chest, and I try and keep it as centered as possible. There we go. When we're shooting out with our strong hand, we don't want our arm out of socket. We want it in socket. So to get it in socket, we're going to pull back and down slightly while still keeping our arm locked out into position. The trigger that is the exact same pull as when we're doing freestyle, and then our aiming is the same. We're doing an up and down aiming. We don't want anything handed to the side because one, it could throw off our offset if you're shooting an optic. Even if you're shooting irons, it will throw off the offset from your irons to your barrel. So everything is straight up and down so we don't have to alter anything. Pulling it into socket. Trigger pull is the exact same. Get that weight forward and blade. When you're ready, go ahead and prep and press. And then you can keep doing that to get the position of strong hand shooting down. So do that a few times and get comfortable with how that feels. Just to clarify, when I say get it into socket, your arm into socket, the arm socket, I want the arm into the arm socket. When it's pushed all the way out, it's almost out of socket, but like we're not dislocating our shoulders by being all the way out, but we want to pull your arm back and in. That way it's fully within the arm socket. It's more stable that way. Now let's get into the one-handed strong hand draw. So if you're allowed to start in your shooting position, where you're actually allowed to be in your foot position, your bladed position in order to shoot strong hand, start in that position because we want minimal movement as possible because we want to focus on the shooting and not the draw itself. So we're in position, our weight's forward, we're bladed, our hands, we're just going to be relaxed at sides for now. But it's the same concept if your wrists above shoulders, hands on a wall, something else. But we'll just do hands relaxed, get our nice draw position on the arm. We're gonna come up, same as when we're drawing freestyle. All this beginning part is the same. Come up, your support hand comes straight to your chest. Come out of the holster, present out, but now you're not presenting out with your support hand connecting with your strong hand. It's just a strong hand, so the support hand stays on your chest. All right, present out, pick up the sides. When you're ready, then you can dry fire. But we're trying to make it as minimal movement as possible, and that's going to help speed it up. Very sharp. Now, if we can't start in our ready position for strong hand shooting, we have to start in a line or something like that, feet on marks, whatever. You're just standing and hanging out, basically. What you can do after the buzzer or after something happens, you can get into position, but you want to try and position yourself prior already. We call this bearing our weight on one leg or the other. So whatever leg we're moving, whatever foot we're moving, that's where the less weight is on. So if I want to draw and step forward to get into my bladed position, my right leg, because I'm right-handed, my right leg is not going to have much weight on it, very little. So I'm going to load my support leg. So I'm basically toes basically in line. I'm going to load my support foot. As I draw, I'm going to pick up my right leg and move it forward into my bladed position. As I draw, it's a one motion thing. Same thing if you want to step back into position. So if I want to step back, my strong leg is going to stay forward. I'm going to load that leg. That way most of the weight is on that one. And then my support leg is the one I'm going to move. So not much weight on that one, but it's going to move back. So this is what that looks like. Again, it's a one motion thing. So one motion, I'm drawing and I'm moving my foot into position at the same time. Give those both a try to see if you like stepping forwards or stepping back to get into your bladed position when shooting strong hand only.